You're listening to Born to Be, a radiation therapy podcast hosted by John Claudy.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Born to Being podcast, where we share stories from the radiation therapy community. I'm your host, John Claudy, and on today's episode, we have Robert Dunneback joining us. Hey, Rob. So I don't think we've ever met before. I do have some questions to ask you here in a little bit, but why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself?
Been a radiation therapist for a long time, like 33 years. Go
Awesome.
way back. And I live in northern Michigan. I was raised here. I did go to a couple different states over the years with my career. It took me to South Bend, Indiana, and to Denver, Colorado.
Yeah. Awesome. How'd you get into radiation therapy?
My dad encouraged me to go into the medical field. And when I was a kid, I spent a lot of time in x-ray departments,
Oh,
getting x-rays. I actually broke my arm like 5 times when I was a kid. So
way.
I knew about x-ray, and then I looked into radiation therapy school and decided that was something that I wanted to do.
All right. Very cool. Where all have you worked? Has it always been up there in your Petoskey, right? Petoskey, Michigan?
Yeah, I started my career in South Bend. Worked there for 2.5 years, and then I moved out west to Denver. I was there for quite a few years, more than that. I had my kids out there, and then there was a job in northern Michigan for a therapist, and I decided I wanted to move back and raise my kids in Michigan. So
Awesome. Very cool. So did you work at, what was it, like McLaren Carmanos at the Roanoke department there in Petoskey?
I did. It was actually the original hospital because I worked there for 23 years, Northern Michigan Hospital, and then it got bought out by McLaren. So yeah, the last 2 years I've worked there for McLaren.
Yeah. Were you there in, I'm trying to remember, I think it was like 2014, 2015 with Dr. Boyke?
Yes, I was.
I think we've maybe met before.
Okay,
So
where
I
at?
worked in Petoskey. So I worked for Electa for a short stint. And
Okay.
my project that I was on was we were implementing like Mosaic for all of McLaren Carmanos. Like they had just like kind of bought each other. I don't know who bought who or anything like
I
that. But
do
anyway,
remember.
and
Yes.
me and another girl named Taylor worked with the therapist for like a couple days on workflow and that kind of stuff. And I remember being in a room with all the therapists, like going through everything. And I think you
Mm-hmm.
were there. I don't know if this
I
sounds
was.
familiar.
I do remember that. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
that's so funny. It's like, I mean, over 10 years ago, but
Good memory. Yes. It's small world. Now I'm getting older, so I don't remember these things sometimes.
no, all good, man. But I really liked working with Tom Boyke though. He was super chill and
Yeah.
very, very easy for us to work with.
Very, very intelligent man. He knew about everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Did you ever go to his house?
I did.
He had the whole water park set up
Yeah,
pretty much.
he did for his girls. Yeah, he had like the tow rope and the dug a pond and everything for them. That
Yeah.
was pretty neat.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. Very cool. He's a good dude.
Hmm.
But yeah, small world. And then the other thing I remember, one of the times we were there, we finished early and we went to Mackinac Island, like just for like a few hours.
It's a
Yep.
very neat, unique place. I've been there many times.
Yeah.
Going there and riding bikes around the island. It's a big tourist spot, actually. So anybody
Okay.
listening to this, if you want to come to northern Michigan, you should definitely go to Mackinac Island and check it out.
Yeah. I would highly encourage it. It's a really cool place. Even one of the other therapists, he was younger. He had just gotten married, and we were talking about Mackinac Island with him. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's where I had my honeymoon. Was on Mackinac Island." It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a neat place. Highly recommend.
Yeah, me
Anyway,
too.
just wanted to share that story with you. Like I think we
That-
probably met before.
That's a good story. Yeah, if you've been in this field for a long time, it's a small world. Everybody
It's
crosses
a very
paths
small world.
eventually.
Yeah. Very small
So
world for sure. So you said you've been a therapist for just a minute, right? Do you have any
yeah, quite a few
fun?
years.
Yeah. Do you have any fun patient memories or any particular stories that stick out to you?
I do. Yeah, actually, I thought about that a few years back. I treated this gentleman was a boat captain for a dinner boat up in
Uh-huh.
the Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, but that's where the Soo Locks are, where all the big
Yeah.
freighters come through. And he invited me up, and so my wife and I went up to meet Captain Jack. He'd been doing it for like 50 years, and we got to go out and do the tour and see where all the freighters came through. We actually got to ride up one of the Soo Locks with one of
Yeah.
the big freighters, which
Wow.
was a pretty unique experience. And so, yeah, that was a really unique and fun experience that I had with one of my patients.
That's really cool.
Hmm.
That's pretty fun. I'm guessing not a lot of people get to do that kind of thing. I'm not too familiar with that area, but it sounds like not a lot of people get to do that.
It, it's a pretty unique place. People come from the check it out, actually. It's a big,
Oh, okay.
engineering marvel for, the two lakes. So people don't know what's higher than the other. So the ships come in and then they have to like pump water in and raise it up so that it can go to the
Yeah.
next lake from like Lake Huron over into Lake Michigan.
I feel like someone has told me that before, but I forgot about it. And that's
It's
really
a
pretty
lot.
fascinating.
It's a lot, John. It's a lot of iron ore that they harvest
Mm,
and bring in, and then that's used to make steel, and they ship that
yeah.
all over the world. Actually,
Wow. Very cool.
yeah,
See, learned something new today. I like it.
right.
Awesome. Well, so again, you've been doing this a while. Is there
I have.
anything you would like to change about radiation therapy? If you could change anything about radiation therapy, what would it be? Sky's the limit.
I thought about that, and I my answer is this: I would change the 15-minute time slots and make them bigger because you
Yeah,
just never had enough time to talk to the patients.
that's true.
Uh,
Yep.
that was the funnest part of the job was to get to know people, and I'm a people person, so
Yeah.
it was always you felt like you had to rush them out of the room. So yeah, that would be what I would do. I'd make like half an hour time slots so you could
Yeah. It's
talk
like
with a patient.
going to the barber, except you're going in for your
Right.
radiation treatment. I mean, honestly, I think that's what a lot of people like about it. I recently was treating patients and I just forgot how much fun it was talking to the patients just about anything, you know?
Mhm. You can
Yeah.
always find something that you have in common with a patient, and or you can learn something new. It's
Yeah.
that's the fun part about the job.
Yep. It absolutely is for sure. Cool. I like that answer. I don't
Hmm.
know if hospital administrators would like that answer, but I like that answer.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Do you have any radiation therapy pet peeves?
Yes, this is what used to get me is waiting for a pre-approval on port films
Mm,
while you're waiting to
yeah.
treat a patient while the doctor's talking on the phone and you're standing there in the entryway for
Yep.
10 minutes and the patient's laying on the table. That is my pet peeve.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I think a lot of people would share that same one for sure.
Yeah.
Another one that would think about is waiting for the doctor to sign off on the prescription. You know, you've
Yeah.
sent it to them like 1,000 times and they still haven't signed it, and the patient's there and like sign it. But yeah, but I like yours too. That's good. Let's see. What is something you think only another radiation therapist would understand? If you're explaining something, a group of random people, and one person's like, oh, yeah, totally. And you're like, oh, you must be a radiation therapist.
Beam's eye view.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
BEV.
Right. Who else would know that except for a therapist?
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
or a dosimetrist, obviously,
Yeah,
but
true. But it's in the field.
that's what came to mind. I don't know why, but that was always an interesting term, beam's eye view. So you could think
Yeah.
about it, the beam coming in and entering and exiting that direction.
Yeah. We have a lot of acronyms in radiation therapy. I remember talking to one of our service engineers, and we asked him a radiation therapy question. I don't know what the question was. I can't remember. This is a long time ago. He's like, I don't know. I just work on the machine. Like, and he's been doing it for like 40 years. He's a super old guy. He's been doing it a long time. He's like, I don't know. I just work on the machine. Like, I didn't know what APPA was until like 2 weeks ago. I was like, yeah,
Okay.
well, I guess, it's true. Like, we just have a lot of acronyms that only we know, like Beam's Eye View and IMRT and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. Speak the lingo.
Right.
Cool. All right. What is something you wish more healthcare professionals talked about?
I think the word empathy comes to mind.
Mm,
I think that if you're treating somebody and they're going through maybe one of the hardest things they've ever done in their life,
yeah.
I don't think they teach you that in school. And I think
Yeah.
most therapists probably have it because this is a calling, I think, that, why you go into
Absolutely.
this field, because you care about people, but, just coming alongside patients and showing the kindness and gentleness that you need to, because they're really suffering, and
Yeah.
it's hard on them.
Yeah. It absolutely is. That's important. And to add to it, I think it's not just empathy, but empathy for all the patients, because you get patients with some really bad cancers and they're down, and it's easier to have empathy for those patients because you kind of know what's going on and how not good the outlook could be. But then you
Hmm.
have patients like with prostate cancer or even skin cancer, kind of like what we do. Like, it's still cancer. That could be the first time, or they've heard the word cancer like with them in the conversation. It still can be super scary and stressful and all the things. So I think, you know, you hit it on the head having empathy, but I think it's also a good reminder to give every patient empathy because, I'm even guilty of it, thinking like, you have prostate cancer, man, like, you're gonna be fine, like, chill out. But, it's still like they're coming a lot. They have cancer. It's, they don't know any different.
It's true. I mean, it's first time for somebody, and so sometimes you have to say the same thing over and over again because that person's never been through that experience. But yeah, empathy for everybody. Yeah, for sure.
Empathy for everybody. Yep.
Just to, expound on that word, just, coming alongside somebody, everybody looks at that word
Mhm.
differently, I suppose, and just trying to put yourself in their shoes and say, well, what if it was me, on the table? And
Yeah.
over the years, I've had, some head and neck mask made, when companies came in to, have us look at their samples and you're laying on
Yeah.
there strapped to the table. And it's just a different feel. It's hard sometimes for people, I think, to come alongside and really think about what's going through somebody's mind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Absolutely. That's important. But, since you mentioned it, I was always the guinea pig. Whenever we had, like, a vendor, somebody
yeah.
come in, like, they needed to make something, I was always the guinea pig. I enjoyed it, like, one, it was fun for me to do, easy for me to say because, I don't have cancer or anything. But also it was helpful in explaining it to the patients and kinda knowing how it feels. So I thought that was always important.
Hmm. For sure.
Yeah, there was one time in therapy school, first year therapy students, and we were making head masks on each other, and they had gotten the water bath too hot, and they made the mask on me, and it like glued to the clear headrest. So it's like stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like in an outpatient clinic, like doing our clinical, like just all the students went there to do it. Our clinical instructor, Kelly's like, Kelly, what are you going to do if I just run out of here and start screaming? And she's like, I will tackle you before you get to the door. But just, I don't know why I thought of that. Anyway. All right. Well,
Yeah.
enough about the work stuff. Do you have any hobbies outside of work?
Yeah. I do. I like to golf.
Okay.
We got lots of golf courses up here in northern Michigan.
Yep.
Um, I I like to do a little fishing. I grew up doing that, and I've got a big lake right in my backyard, so I can go down there and
Yeah.
cast off the break wall or the docks anytime. So that's fun for me. And
Nice.
now, as I'm getting older, I'm like into fantasy football a little bit.
Okay.
I've been doing that for the last few years. That's a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Have you lost yet and had to do like any crazy activities because you were the loser?
No, there's usually like a pot to win a little money, and I never win
Okay.
anything. My teams always look like they're going to do great, and then
Yeah.
halfway through the season I'm like 500, and then I don't make it to
Just
the top.
tanks.
It's a bummer, but
Yeah.
there's always hope. Maybe this year.
You never know. Are you are you a Lions fan then, or who's your team?
Yeah, I'm an NFL guy. I don't watch a lot of college football, but I am a Lions fan because I live in Michigan. But when I lived in
Yep.
Denver, I rooted for the Broncos, and that was fun because they won a few Super Bowls back in the day with, John
Yeah.
Elway. But,
Yeah.
the Lions, we'll see how they do. It's, every year is exciting, and we'll hope they make it to the Super Bowl because they never have. So
You know.
we'll
Yep.
cross our fingers.
Yep. You never know. Anything can happen. And yeah, and golf and fishing. So I mean, you're in the right place for that for sure.
I am. Yeah, for sure.
How's fishing from the shore off the lake? I mean, the lake's gigantic, so is it?
Yeah, I go in the fall when the salmon start running, and you
Oh,
can
okay.
see them out there jumping in the evening. And so I fish off the breakwall at the mouth of the river. So
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
it's okay. Every once in a while, every couple of years, I'll catch one. So that's exciting for me.
Nice. That's why they call it fishing and not catching, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then do you ever collect Petoskey stones, or do you want to tell everyone what Petoskey stones are?
Sure, I can tell everybody about that. So, Petoskey is known for the Petoskey stones. It's a freshwater coral that grows on the bottom of Lake Michigan, and every tourist that comes up has to look for one. And so you'll see people walking along the edges of the lake, looking at the rocks, and they don't really know what they're looking for. Some people do. But it's just like a little stone. It has like little circles on it.
Yeah.
And it's unique. And people, collect them and polish them and make all kinds of jewelry out of them up here. And
Yep.
so it's a
Yeah. I,
thing. Yeah.
I picked one up when I was up there. They're easier to find when they're wet. You can see those like
This is
little
true.
coral circles on them. Yeah. So,
Yes, for sure. Some people just have an eye for them, and
yeah.
other people will look and look and look and they can't find it. So we'll find one for them and go, here you go.
Yeah. Or they pick one up and you're like, oh, that's just a rock, bro.
Yeah.
Well, nice. Is there like what's something most people don't know about you? Any secrets to
Uh,
share?
well, was an athlete in high school. I played softball competitively for like 20 years.
Oh wow.
I love that in men's leagues. That was great.
Yeah.
Another thing that people would not know about me is I had a friend that worked out at Glacier National Park in Montana.
Oh, yeah.
And I went out there in my 20s and with another friend, and we climbed a 10,200-foot peak. We did a little mountain climb.
Just a
And it
little
was a
one.
great
Dang.
experience, except for coming back down, which I got blisters on my feet so bad that I kind of went into shock a little bit because
Oh no way.
I started shaking a little bit, and I was like, okay, but I was fine. It was a fun experience. We didn't see any grizzly bears, so that was good.
That's
But yeah,
good.
that was something I did when I was young, and
Awesome.
people probably
That's
don't
something to
know
be
about
proud
me.
of. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
definitely
it was a
something to
good
be proud of.
it was a good experience. I liked it.
How long did that take you?
Oh, like all day from morning till evening. Like it was dusk when we got done.
Okay, yeah. Wasn't sure if you could do that in a day or if it was like a camping situation or
Yeah, it was a 1-day hike, and it was it was a really unique experience. Had a good memory of
very cool.
mine.
Yeah, I love hiking. Love being
Hmm.
outside.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Tell me more about those 5 broken arms.
Yeah, I was just a active boy when I was young. The first one was climbing our apple tree when I was a kid in the front yard. My mom
Oh,
told me not to. Obviously we were just getting ready to go somewhere, of course, and a big, huge bumblebee came up, and I decided to jump, and broke my elbow actually. But
cool.
yeah, I broke 2 bones in my hand, my wrist, my elbow, and my humerus actually.
And very active
So
kid. I guess we're all
another one I got bucked off a horse, John, and came down and landed pretty
oh,
hard. That was a painful one.
yeah, that'll do it.
So,
Were were all of them like when you were a kid, like under 18?
yes, for sure.
Well,
Yep.
at least you heal quicker when you're younger.
Yeah, it's never bothered me.
That's
So,
good. Yeah, I was gonna
yep.
ask, like, was it both arms? Like, did you always break the same arm or
I always broke the left arm.
really?
Yep, left arm 5 times.
Very interesting. That's crazy. Somebody needs to study that.
Yeah.
All right. I got another fun question here for you.
Okay.
If you could be on any reality TV show, what would it be?
Well, I thought about that, and I really like to cook, so I think it would have to be Chopped.
Oh yeah,
People probably remember or have watched that show where you're, given a basket with all kinds of supplies, and you gotta come up with something quickly and make it taste good. So that'd be kind of fun, I think.
yeah. I love that show. That's a show where you can just always have it on in the background and like enjoy it. And they come up with some pretty crazy things.
They do.
Now, for a more serious question though, what's one of the hardest things you've had to do and how did you grow from it?
Well, I blended a family 17 years ago, and
Uh-huh.
so that was a life-changing event, and it's changed me for the better. It's taught me
Yeah.
a lot about being patient, and also that boys do not mature as fast as you want them to, no matter what. And so they're just on their own timeline, and
Yeah.
you can't rush that. So yeah, it
Yeah.
was a good experience, and I wouldn't change it. I have a
That's good.
great family, great family. The kids all get along great, and but it was definitely a difficult thing to do.
Mhm.
But I look back, and it was good for me.
Well, good.
It really was.
What was the age range at the time and how many kids were,
Oh,
on each
there were
side?
4 kids, and they were like 6, 7, 8, 9 when we got them together.
And so
So
all really close in age. That could
yeah,
go either way.
yep. So
Well,
got
good.
them through middle school and high school, and they're all out on their own now and doing well. So
Yeah,
it was a success.
very good. Now that's also something to be proud of for sure. Raising kids and then adding more kids and raising them.
I had a lot of help. John, my wife is awesome. I give her a lot of credit. I
Yeah,
got to go to work every day and treat cancer patients, for 8 hours and then come home. She had to do a
right.
lot of the hard work. So
Yeah. Well, credit to the both of you though, for
yeah,
sure.
she's awesome. She really is.
Good. Good deal. What do you guys like to do for fun? You guys travel or go on dates or what do y'all do?
We stick to the north quite a bit. We
Hmm.
stick to the local ice cream store and get ice
Yeah.
cream together. It's something that we like to do. Big
Yeah.
fans of that.
Little
So
things are important.
yeah. No, we love our ice cream place. So we do that. We used to walk the lake together. We used to walk the beach when the kids were younger. Petoskey State
Hmm.
Park is a beautiful spot with a big sandy beach for a couple 3 miles, and we used to get out
Yep.
and walk for stress relief when we were raising the kids. That was a healthy outlet.
Yep. Definitely. Well, good. I'm happy for you guys. That's awesome. Very
Hmm.
cool. All right. Well, as we close things out here, what is one thing that you want everyone to know about you, about Rob Dunneback? If they could take away one thing from this podcast, what would it be?
I really enjoy this job. I've been doing it a long time, and it's been refreshing to come alongside like letting people that are not more IT savvy than I am, because I'm a new guy and I had to learn a lot of different systems over the years. So
Yeah.
I just appreciate how helpful everybody is, and this small company has a good family feel to it, and I want to tell people that that's a good thing. That
Oh,
when you
yeah.
get in a big hospital setting, sometimes in a big corporation, you kind of feel like just a spoke in the wheel, And
Mhm.
with this company, it makes you feel like we are like a family, and we can talk to each other. And I think this podcast is a great thing that we can get to know each other better, and that we're good humans, taking
Yeah,
care of
we
other
are.
people. It's a really rewarding job, and that I want to just tell people that, it's good to see people following in my footsteps, like, traveling
Yeah,
and taking care of people. And that's a good thing, and that
it
I'm
is.
hoping that I can keep doing this until I'm 65. I want to keep going until I
Yep.
retire. So I think that's what I want people to know, that I really enjoy this job in the dermatology setting out of the hospital. It's got a different feel to it. What I'm mostly happy about is that I'm out of the basement and that I have windows that I can look out and see sunshine and blue sky, because
Yeah.
I spent a lot of years in hospital basements. So
Yep.
that's what I want people to know. I'm happy. I enjoy this job. It's rewarding. We're helping people. We're providing a great service. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, that is a perfect answer. Thank you. Yep. You're a good man, and we're lucky to have you. All right. Well, big thank you to Rob for joining us today on the Born to Beam podcast. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow us, and then also be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's episode. And then we hope to see you again soon. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Born to Beam. This episode was brought to you by Gentle Cure by Skin Cure Oncology, a non-surgical radiation therapy option for treating non-melanoma skin cancer.